No Batman, a young legend on his Nightwing. Light brings change and was trying to do the right thing. Why be saying they don't want you so enlightened? Pipe dreams, Tam got the fluid for a 19.
Can't drop now.
No speech in my options. They gon' love me after the coffin. Saved by the pen, no parole in my sentence. Work on repentance, don't ask for forgiveness. Tongue on katana. Hattori Hanzo of a Hala deserve all the honor. They judging anyway, your honor. He don't get laid enough, paid enough, threads ain't designer. He ain't real black like he think he is. He ain't from my part of town, moving bass, only beats and shit. It's written all over your faces. Judging the album by covers, but I ain't hear remixes like all the rest of them. All original or nothing, the best of them. Hit or miss, I ain't winning by decision. It's a knockout or I'm finished. Giving new life to the rhythm. Trying to find unity, cause it went you and me split like a schism. Love it and live it, I want it all. No time for penny pinching, let's get it. Underdog with an underbite. Lost my mind tonight. Use my wrongs to write a melody for the whole world to recite. Pushing through to see it true. Give a fuck about a pitfall. Got no time to stall.
We just want it all.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hot Takes Podcast, episode 26. It's a very special episode tonight, so I'm glad that you're here watching. I'm joined by a very special guest today. His name is Alec Daly, a.k.a. Arte Magnus. Am I saying that right?
Art Magnus.
Art Magnus. Art Magnus. I'll cut that out. It's Art Magnus. He's a local New Jersey rapper. He's really nice with it, so I would like to introduce him right now. How are we doing today, Alec?
Hey, man, I'm pretty good. Hello, people.
I'm also joined, as always, my cameraman, Joe Critelli. Thank you for being here as well.
Anytime, Frank.
And we're just going to get right into it. What we're going to do is ask a couple questions about your whole rap career and how you've been doing with it, and then we'll talk about movies later on, because I know you're a big movie buff as well, so we could get right into it with that.
Of course.
All right. So, the first thing I wanted to bring up was, how'd you get your start? What got you into the game of rapping?
I think the biggest thing was I just really loved music, even just thinking about, listening to music that I hear at barbecues. And, I guess my musical journey started with violin that I used to play when I lived in New York, and then I played piano a little bit, didn't really stick with it. Then I played guitar, stuck with that a lot. And then in high school, when I started to get into poetry, I kind of transitioned into hip-hop because I was listening to more hip-hop at that time.
Okay.
So then the poetry became a lot more just melodic and a lot more hip-hop influenced. So then from there, I just transitioned into hip-hop. And then one of the biggest things that pushed me into hip-hop was Kanye's album, Dark Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah, so that really kind of stuck it in there and really gave me that seed to just start writing raps.
Nice. How long have you been playing violin for?
Violin, I stopped playing. I played it for roughly a year and a half.
Okay. All right. Did you learn any cool songs on it, or just the basics?
Just the basics.
Yeah.
Basic Beethoven things that they teach kids when they're 7, you know.
Yeah, right. I always wanted to learn violin, especially recently too, because I'm big with the OSTs, like we were talking a little bit about before, and if I'm able to play Flight from Man of Steel or something like that,
man.
That would be awesome. I feel you know what I mean?
Yes.
I would love to learn violin, but yeah, that's awesome. Are there certain artists that you would consider to be an inspiration to your name and, your music in general? I know you were bringing up Kanye a little bit, too.
Kanye, I guess he's my inspiration mainly because of his just energy, and his just bravado, his confidence, and how he knows he's amazing, and he just, just proves it every single time he drops an album or a single or a rollout of his movie or a music video. But as far as lyricism, definitely Common was a really big one. I love Common to this day. He actually came to our school, came to Kane. Frank and I both went to Kane.
Yeah,
so he came there one time.
That's right, I remember that. That was for homecoming or something like that, right?
It might have been a week before or after. He just kind of talked about just knowing your path, believing in your path, and following your path. That was the 3 principles he bestowed on us.
Nice.
He was cool. Lupe is a big inspiration. Rick Ross, believe it or not, just his flow, at times.
Okay.
Let's see, another big one. Kendrick, of course. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, here and there. And then a couple independent rappers, Sky Zoo and Odyssey. Just their storytelling and kind of just their everyman approach to their storytelling inspired me a lot.
I love that in a rap, a good story.
Exactly.
Just one, artist that comes to my mind immediately is Hobson. I don't know if you know Hobson.
Of course.
He's got some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
There's this one song me and my boy Nick used to always play, and I loved it.
Was it Ill Mind the Hobson 5?
I don't remember the name, dude. It might be. I can't remember the name.
All the Ill Mind the Hobsons are pretty good. Have you listened to any of them?
I've heard, I believe, 4 and 5.
Okay,
and possibly
yeah.
6.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I thought they were all really good. But yeah, that's cool. So when it comes to like genres, right, of rapping, you know, I don't know necessarily all of the genres, but I know there's like the mumble rap and then the fast rapping, you know what I mean? And like just the whole play on words. Is there any specific genre in rap that inspired you?
I guess I would have to say boom bap, because boom bap and conscious rap are sometimes mixed into the same genre. I guess boom bap is more often than not conscious rap, more intellectual rap, more based heavily on storytelling and lyricism.
Okay.
So I guess definitely boom bap, like 90s golden age of hip hop was a big inspiration. But then even, you know, alternative rap, which is what Kanye West came out with like College Dropout. Like basically swerving away from gangster rap, because like him and 50 Cent came up roughly around the same time, but 50 was gangster rap and Kanye came out with alternative rap, where it's just like, I don't have to rap about guns and drugs. I can just talk about the lifestyle we're living, you know, coming up from poor situations and really making ourselves into superstars just off pure dedication and talent.
Right.
So kind of just gangster rap here and there. I mean, just like the energy of it, and just like the confidence that these guys have, and like the way that just the bravado, and as you can really feel that confidence just, you know, reverberating off of everything they're saying. So I got inspiration from that, but mainly as far as just my storytelling and my writing abilities, mainly alternative rap and boom bap.
Okay, gotcha. I definitely see that too, alternative rap. I didn't even think that was a thing until now, but now that you're saying it, I would definitely consider your music to be a part of that as well, the alternative. So what would you say your top 5 rappers are? I know you were bringing up before of what inspired you, but like what is like your main top 5 that's either in the game now or even from the past?
So Tupac first.
Okay.
Biggie. Let's see, top 5.
Does it go in that order? It does go in that order?
I think it goes in that order, definitely. So let's say Tupac, Biggie.
Can't go wrong either way.
Nas has to be in there.
I agree.
Okay.
Let's see. I feel like I have to put Jay in there, but I also feel like I have to put Rakim in there. So I guess Pac, Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z, and Kanye, roughly.
Yeah?
Yeah, like
Kanye number 1?
I think. No, not number 1. I'd say from 1 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Gotcha.
I think he makes that 5th spot.
Okay.
It's rough, but I'd say he makes the 5th spot.
All
I
right.
feel like I agree with that list, like almost 100%. Besides Kanye, and I think I might put Biggie before, what's his name, Tupac.
I know you're a big Biggie fan.
But like, you can't go wrong either way. Those men,
Yeah.
changed the game. You know, I feel like they changed the world. You know, with their music. Honestly, they
They did.
changed my life. Honestly, especially Biggie Smalls. I listen to him all. I still listen to him, but I listen to him all the time, and I love him.
All right. Let's get a little more into you for a moment. So what's the meaning behind the name Arte Magnus?
So Magnus means great in Latin, and then I just added an E to art because it looked cool. So I was playing 2K, and I was just thinking of a good rap name, because my first artist name was Mr. Atypical, and I hated it. My mom liked it. That's why I knew it was terrible. So I was like, no, I gotta change this. It's not even catchy. Like, it just sounds corny. I'm gonna just get pigeonholed into being a conscious rapper. Like, I already wear glasses. I'll be screwed. So I was just thinking of, like, I want something art, and then I thought of Artemis, but then I looked it up, and it's like a goddess of like hunting or something like that. I'm like, I'm not a goddess, so I gotta switch that.
Oh, so like Artemis, basically. Yeah.
I thought about that, and then I was like artist, because I was thinking of, there was this basketball player named Artist Gilmore, and I was like, artist isn't bad, but I kind of just want art, but I don't like how it's just 3 letters. So I added just the E for flavor, which is why I always get like Artie or Arte,
Right.
because it looks like that. But
And I mean, even that rings well too. So even if someone says it, it's like, yeah, all right, like kinda, you know what I mean?
yeah, I'm still like, I'm so picky. I'm just like, it's just art.
It's just art, man. It's just art.
But yeah, it's just, so it's kind of like binomial nomenclature, how it goes with animals, where it's like, it'll be like something arachnophobia or arachna, and it's like a what you call it, black widow spider or something like that, where it's like 2 names to describe like one thing. So, but it's like, it sounds backwards. Like, it'll be like species Arachnotera or something like that, and it's a spider.
Right.
So it's kind of like Arte Magnus, so like great art.
Right.
So it's kind of backwards in that sense.
I
I got
like
the
it.
inspiration from there too.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely a good meaning behind it. I like it a lot. So what was the first song that you've ever released, and what inspired it?
First song I ever released was called Sorry. I released that in 2013, summer 2013. What inspired that was just a song about me just learning how to be myself and then just accepting it. And the Sorry, I remember the hook was, if you wanted me to be the same, let it go, man, I know I'm sorry. So it was more like a nonchalant, like, sorry, not sorry.
Okay.
I just called it Sorry. And it kind of just was just me learning how to be myself and be proud of who I was and just following my path because, you know, that's what I've been doing this whole time. And it led me here. It led me to find this passion, this positive outlet for any type of stress or depression I was going through. So I don't have to apologize for that. I don't have to be sorry for who I am. So it's kind of like a sorry, not sorry. I just didn't want to call it Sorry, not sorry.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I like it. Were there any songs before that you've been working on but was like, nah, like, I don't know if I want to have this as my first song to be released type of deal?
It was, to be honest, that was like my first song. Because before that, I was just doing a lot of like remixes.
Okay.
Like I've had a whole setup in my basement. It was my computer's here, or my computer's in the front of me, and then I had 2 speakers on the left and right of me. And I would just flip my phone and just put on voice memos and then just like rap over it. It was just a really tedious process, but I mean, it taught me dedication. It taught me how to just stick with it. And then I finally found this kid who had a basement studio, so I just went over there, recorded that summer 2013, and then that's when I had those were my first original tracks.
Okay.
So before that, it was just a lot of covers.
Okay, nice. So it's all about the process with it. You were playing around with the voice memos, like, so what with the voice memos, would you just would something just pop in your head and you'd be like, oh, okay, let me rap that real quick, and then work it into a song? Is that how you did it?
It was just a lot of covers. Like
just a lot of covers.
I covered a lot of songs from Dark Fantasy, or just a lot of like songs I just liked in general that I found had instrumentals. Like I covered a whole like Swimming Pools by Kendrick,
right.
Diced Pineapples by Rick Ross, a lot of stuff off Kanye's album, or just any album really. Did a couple Lupe covers. Okay. Yeah, just kind of just really getting my bearings with it. And it's funny, I actually remember still making CDs of like those remixes and just showing people, and people were like, oh, it's really good. But I'm like, I thought it was really good, but like deep down I knew it wasn't like amazing, obviously, because it's just remixes, right, poorly recorded over a phone. But you know, it was just progress. Yeah, a lot of it just taught me how to just, you know, build up my skill, and that's what it was really for. So when I released the EP, I felt more well-rounded than just, you know, instrumentals. Gotcha.
Okay. So speaking of EPs, you know, can you go through all the EPs that you've made?
Let's see. So Striking Stars was my first EP and first project. Then there was Oculus Super Horizonte. In Latin, that means eyes on the horizon. Then there was Your Life Happens That Fast, another EP. And then that's it. Yeah, just those 3. And then in between those were longer projects or full-length projects. Cool.
Do you have a favorite EP out of all of them?
I'd say Your Life Happens That Fast. It was the most fun. It was a good, nice, light project. Not too long, not too short, but just, you know, kind of just about really having fun. Okay. So I think I like that one the most.
All right. That's what it's all about. It's just about having fun with it, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. So your latest album that you've released, it's called Navigation.
Yes, sir.
I'm loving the artwork of it. It's looking really nice. Who made that, by the way? Was that you?
No, I wish. I just came up with the color schemes. That's actually Constanza Arosa, a Hispanic artiste, and she is from, I believe, Spain. Don't crucify me if I get that wrong, but Constanza Arosa. I actually was looking for an artist, and I had an artist in mind, but he had to bail. He just had too much school in his way. Just a lot of different projects going on. So I actually went on Twitter, kind of just crowdsourced someone. I was just like, hey, if anyone wants to do my art, you know, let me know. Just contact me. Got a couple bites. Didn't really like their artwork. And then she reached out to me and said, oh, you know, I like your work. It's really cool. Just let me know what your rates are like or anything like that. And I saw her work. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. But it's like not like, you know, I just wanted something because I was kind of in a tight spot. Like the work was actually really good. Yeah. So it didn't take us very long. Like she took about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5. Only charged me a certain rate up front. Didn't charge any more than that for any edits that happened after that. And then she already had the color schemes in mind, so just went with it. Turned out really good, I think.
Very nice. I mean, the color scheme is one of the things that absolutely pops out in it anyway. Like, that's what, you know, I saw that and I was like, oh, well, I'm going to give this a listen right now. So the album, it consists of 12 tracks, which is a pretty good amount. I'm assuming that you've been working on it for a while. Can you explain the process of working on this project? Like how long it took, and did you have any bumps on the road while making it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So I'd say overall it took about maybe a year and a half. Nothing too... Well, I guess that's about average length for a full-length project. At least I think so.
Yeah.
I feel like the albums definitely shouldn't be rushed. But
yeah,
in my case, I started working on it last year. And I came up with the title a while back. And then around my birthday of this year, I kind of hit a roadblock because I just had like a post-birthday like depression because I was kind of just like, I always get really excited around my birthday, and then I kind of just have a lull because it's like, oh, this is so exciting, and then everything kind of just fizzles out.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I just got to go focus again, go back to work, whatever. And then I had a big writer's block, which writer's block just sucked because it's just, you don't really know how to break out of it sometimes.
Yeah.
But in the midst of that, I was still writing here and there. And I just told myself, just release 10 tracks, because the whole point of navigation was just me trying to figure out where I was going first before trying to help other people figure out where they're going. So I was like, you know what, let me just release these 10 tracks, see where it goes, and then just call it a day. But then, as I really started to write more, I started to figure out, like, oh, I kind of want this to be deeper than that, have more substance, more depth. And then I bought a camera too, so that helped me really build more of a vision on it and see how I could just develop it. And I was going to have a whole visual promo for it, like a little promo movie for it, but that didn't work out because I accidentally deleted some of the clips.
Oh, okay.
But just writing the songs over like the past 6 months of this year, basically everything was written. I recorded a lot of it over the summer, finished most of it in October. I had a singer on it. We had a falling out, so I had to take off all her lyrics. Then I just re-recorded my parts at home, but that part was easy because I kind of wanted to sing anyway. I just thought having a female singer on it most of the time, 9 times out of 10, sounds better anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can decently sing, so I was like, you know what, let me just build on my own vocal skill and just see what we can do of it.
Definitely have a good musical upbringing, I feel like.
Oh, I mean, I guess it's okay.
I feel like, you tried like quite a few instruments, huh? Like you said. And I don't know, I never really tried anything, and I always wanted to, and I always kind of envied people that did get to play these. And it's not that I couldn't play these instruments.
Right.
I was too busy being an idiot, I wish I did spend my time, playing some instruments, but I didn't, and I do envy you for it.
Speaking of the instruments, did you play with any of those, like guitar or anything, and worked it into your album?
Oh, guitar, definitely. On the intro, Where You Going, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
But yeah, the whole process, about a year and a half, it was tedious. It came down to like the last Saturday because I scheduled a listening party on the Saturday I was supposed to release the album, and then I already pushed the album back about 2 weeks. So the listening party was, I think, about 10 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock we finished actually recording it. So before I drove all the way up to Garnerville, New York to have the listening party, I finished the album, dropped it on SoundCloud first, and I dropped it on through DistroKid. But it takes a couple days because they have to disperse it all over streaming websites, Apple, Spotify, Tidal.
Is that the purpose of DistroKid, to just distribute?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, very cool. Why Greenville, New York?
Oh, Garnerville?
Garnerville, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, my friend, one of my coworkers, he let me borrow his studio space to have the listening party there.
Oh, very good. And is that where you've been recording those songs? Like, I know you said that you recorded some parts at home. Did you record the rest of the songs at a certain studio or anything like that?
I recorded over at Grey Note Studios in Hackensack. Shout out to Grey Note, great people over there. So it's probably 10 minutes away from my house, so it was really convenient.
Oh, convenient, yeah, definitely. Nice, very good. So do you have a favorite song out of the album?
My favorite song?
Don't diss any of your babies.
I know. I guess it would have to be Sacrifice. I think I like that one the most. I just think I like the songs where I'm just honest, and I try to be unapologetically honest on every track, but it just comes out in more tracks than others. I think that one came out the most honest because a lot of times I do think about like what I really have to do to make sure this dream actually pans out. So it starts off, a load of questions got me up at night. Like, how much do I have to sacrifice? My sanity pennies, a shot at the normal life? Fuck that, I've never been normal, right? So just thinking about everything and just really just digging deep on what the root of the issue is, which is a lot of just me being more honest. And that was another thing that helped the writing process of it. a couple tracks I just completely scrapped because I was just like, this is just not good enough. This can't make it. So I had to just throw away whole verses, delete whole verses, and then just rewrite a couple songs from scratch. And then when I started doing that and just making myself more open to just rewriting things and just being comfortable with accepting my own criticism without being too harsh, but understanding that I can do better, that's what really helped me just open my mind more onto how this could be a deeper project than just 10 songs, here you go, and I'm done. You know, make it like a full-length album for people to enjoy. All different audiences can kind of at least relate to one or two songs, I hope. But, you know, just something more weighty, carry more weight.
Has that favorite song, has it reflected upon people that's listened to your album? It was like, oh, this song is popping. Like, has a certain song, stood out to people that have listened at your listening party?
Yes, Sacrifice, definitely.
Sacrifice did.
If even for the wordplay, definitely a lot of people like that one for that.
Yeah.
The hook, too, I've heard people like that a lot. Because it's catchy, it's simpler, it's still fast, but it's something you can remember.
Yeah.
What else is there? I like that one the most. Sweet Dreams was another big one. Those two are ironically back to back. And then even just on Apple Music, you can see which track's like the favorite. Yeah. So I think currently still to this day, it's Revved Up, which is like the first rap song. There's an intro, which is Where You Going, then there's Revved Up. And then the fifth track is Sacrifice. And then Sweet Dreams is the interlude. So Revved Up, Sacrifice, and Sweet Dreams are the favorites right now on Apple Music. Spotify, I don't know yet. I gotta check, but...
Gotcha. When it comes to Apple Music and Spotify, do you have to pay to upload your music to there? Because I remember for SoundCloud at least, I was putting the audio for these podcasts up on SoundCloud, but I ran out of minutes, and and I had to start paying for it. I was like, you know what, these aren't getting enough views on SoundCloud right now to pay for it or whatever. But do you have to invest a little bit into iTunes or not iTunes, Apple Music or Spotify?
Well, a little bit. Yeah. It's just DistroKid, they have just a one-time charge. It's just a $20 charge, and you have just a membership. It's just per year basically.
Very nice.
So you don't have to, they don't charge you. I mean, anyone correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's just a one-time charge when you first make an account, and it's not like they continuously charge you. Okay. So I mean, after that, you can post your music anywhere, and then they post it everywhere for you. It's not like you have to pay for each project. It's just that one-time $20 charge, which is cool. Yeah. Yeah, really convenient.
That is convenient.
Because they understand that artists don't have all this, especially up-and-coming artists, underground artists don't have, tons of money to just throw around,
I think that's awesome that they make it accessible like that. I never even heard of it, but it sounds awesome.
Neither.
Yeah.
It was definitely really interesting when you had brought that up the first. I was very interested when you had brought that up the first time. I was like, whoa, maybe I should get on out there. My voice ain't that
bad. So are you planning on making any music videos for any of these songs?
Oh, definitely. So the first one I have on track or on deck is Salvation. Another one is Sweet Dreams, and I want to do one for either Casino or Time of Our Lives, because I bought it's like a Coldplay type jacket where it's like an army trooper jacket. Okay. And I just want to wear it. I just want to have a huge group of people around me, maybe some fireworks, something exciting. Yeah. Just to symbolize just fun, which is what Time of Our Lives is about.
For sure. For sure. When do you think you would be filmed now? In the summer, I would assume then, with the fireworks?
That one, yeah. Yeah. It'd have to be more spring, summertime.
Yeah, for sure.
But Salvation, I want to film that when it snows. Because I was going for more of I don't know if you ever seen Focus with Will Smith.
And Margot?
Yeah.
I have not, but I've heard somewhat good things about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. But there's a couple scenes where they're just walking through the snow, and it's talking about basically scamming, because they're both master scammer. Well, Will Smith's a master scammer. He's teaching Margot to be a better scammer. But anyway, there's a scene where they're just walking in the snow. I think that would be a cool dynamic to have in the video. So I might do something like that. All right. So next snow day. I missed this one.
Yeah. Hopefully we get a good amount of snow days this year. I want to go up snowboarding real bad. What else do I got for you? Speaking of the music videos, you've released a couple already. One that stuck out to me was Hattori Hanzo. Am I saying that correctly?
Hattori Hanzo, yeah.
Hattori Hanzo. I really love the lyrics to that, and I love the shots where the train is behind you. You have that sick samurai katana sword or whatever that was in there.
Hattori Hanzo replica.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
It's actually Bill's too. Like on Bill's hilt, it has the devil symbol.
Okay.
So I got a replica of Bill's blade.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome.
Amazon, baby.
So how was the making of that music video? I thought it came out great.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
So my friend Hussein, he's a great director. Anyone looking for him, that's my guy. His brand is Undefeated Losers. He's very good. Shameless plug because he's dope. But so I met him at Kane actually.
Oh, he went to Kane?
Yeah. Oh no, he didn't. A mutual friend. So
Okay.
like a friend of a friend
Gotcha.
introduced me to him, and then first video I did with him was the Escape interlude. That was a interlude off my last album for Lost Time. So we did that. Then we did Letter to My Angels. That was off my last album, and then we did Hattori Hanzo, also off my last album. So I mean, I really liked his. I mean, I kind of just got to know him. We'd have like a lot of similar tastes as far as movies goes, and then just I learned a lot from him as far as just like filming and video, just knowledge, different angles, how to capture different things, lighting, and there's a lot, like I basically just try to soak up as much knowledge as I can from him just every time we hang out.
Of course.
As far as like filming goes, or just getting his like opinion on photography, the things of just any filming or photography like nature.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shots in the beginning of that video where you have the samurai sword in hand, and you got the sun, and you could barely see your face. Finally, the camera pans out, and the sun's behind you now, so it's like you're revealed to the screen. I thought it came out pretty nice. Came out good. All right. So, do you have a favorite music video in mind?
I mean, of my four, it's got to be the last one.
Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
got to be Hattori Hanzo.
All right. Nice. Where do you get your beats from? Do you help produce them in any way, or have any sort of inspiration from them?
I feel like I know what sound I like. Like, I like more of a, I guess, alternative, conscious, neo-soul sound. I'd say I'm still working on definitely solidifying that sound, just to have one sound for people to attribute to my name. Like, they hear Arte Magnus, oh, okay, that's that sound. Yeah, I expected that. But, like, not in a bad way, like a pigeonhole way, but just like okay, we can go to him and we know he's going to provide, like, the best version of ... whatever it may be. So, I kind of like hard-hitting drums, but then something with more melody, something more melodic. And the biggest producer I've been leaning on, I guess, lately, I don't want to say leaning on, but working with is Stan the Beatsmith. I just kind of found him, like, basically all the beats I found through SoundCloud. Just kind of surfing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just love to listen to instrumentals and just find new beats, new sounds, and then just a lot of the times I'll write to beats but don't even buy them. But a lot of what I heard from Stan was just something that I just felt like I couldn't pass up.
Yeah.
And I said to hope he wouldn't charge too much, which he didn't, which was great.
Awesome.
So he produced Hattori Hanzo. He produced Letter to My Angels. He didn't produce Escape Interlude. So 2 out of my 3 music videos he had the beats for. My song Lost, the lead single off Navigation, he produced that, and he produced about 5 tracks off Navigation, my latest album.
Okay.
So yeah, been working with him pretty consistently.
Yeah, it seems like you have a nice relationship with him as far as that goes. So, have you ever, for any of your songs, wrote the lyrics first and then went to go find a beat to it, or tried to create a beat to it?
It's 50-50. Sometimes I'll hear a beat and I'll get inspired by it, and other times I'll just have ideas or just thoughts lingering down that I'll just write down. But it's 50-50, so it really just bounces back and forth. I guess it depends on just how I'm feeling. Because some days I will just write and not have a beat in mind, or I'll just go off like a metronome in my head kind of, and like think of what I want the beat to sound like just so I can write something out.
Yeah. You were talking a little bit about poetry beforehand. How much do you do of that? Have you, like, I don't know if performing is the right word for it, but have you ever read your poetry out, like, live anywhere?
A couple times, just at Kane.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I know Kane did hold a couple things like that. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, just that, though. Nothing too crazy. Because, I mean, now when I perform, I want it to be hip-hop because that's all my music, you know?
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. All right, so we already talked about that artwork for the album cover. Have you been performing at any shows, and do you have any coming up?
I actually just performed at the Delancey in New York, right by Williamsburg Bridge.
Okay.
Through Major Stage. They're cool peoples. It was a fun show. Just like a nice little hole-in-the-wall spot. Just decent crowd. Got a couple more fans, so it was
Nice.
fun to get my name out there. I'm looking to do a lot more shows next year. I just got to find out where, but most likely in the New York area or even South Jersey.
Okay.
Just bouncing around, seeing what different venues I can find. Just looking for almost anything. I don't want to say anything. I'm trying to avoid really small coffee shops. I kind of want to just
Yeah.
go to places where people are expecting excitement and like hip hop, and they're ready for and excited for talent, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So
Poetry is where the coffee shops would be coming into play.
exactly.
Yeah. All right, nice, cool. And what was the name of the place that you just performed at?
Oh, the Delancey.
The Delancey in New York.
Yeah, Delancey Street.
Oh, Delancey Street. Okay, gotcha. Nice. All right. Besides like single shows, do you plan on touring like anytime soon? Like having a tour lineup of shows?
I would love to be honest. I feel like I need a manager for that, to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could honestly set it up myself. Just find a whole bunch of shows and just plan it out and make some artwork for it. So, I mean, it's really up to me. So I really just want to make sure once I have about 4 or 5 shows lined up, I guess I can call it a tour.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. And promote it that way too.
Exactly.
Yeah. I interviewed a local Jersey band like a couple of months ago, and they've been doing tours and stuff. And I don't think they had a manager at all either. I think they were just, setting up the events on their own and, promoting it as such,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe you could do it, that would be
definitely.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't think it's impossible, definitely. It just takes slow focus, and I mean, I want to perform, like, that's the whole point of just having the music. It's like, getting my voice out there and actually just performing music that I want to hear, and then just connecting with people more, because I feel like, of course you can connect to people with the music, but if they can't see you and hear you and feel you actually just saying those words literally in their face,
Yeah.
then I feel like your message isn't going to connect as well.
Where was your first performance ever?
Kane.
It was at Kane.
Yeah, Little Theater. It was December. It was the end of first semester freshman year.
Okay. So, kind of like right as you got into college, that you decided it was like, all right, I want to perform some of the stuff I got, show the world, what I got.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
First one I did was Sorry, too. And then I had a song called To Be on my first EP that, well, basically there wasn't too many performers, so they were like, oh, if anyone wants to go up again, I was like, all right, I'll go up again.
Yeah.
So I did a couple songs. People liked it. So it was fun. I wasn't even nervous. Like, I was basically waiting for a whole bunch of years just to do it. And then I guess I wasn't nervous because in high school, I actually tried out for my talent show twice. And both years, they gave me, like, some BS excuse as to why I couldn't go. And I was like, all right, whatever. But I went to the talent shows after that, just angry as hell in the crowd. Like, that should have been me. I could have been there. And I saw some of the artists, and I'm like, man, these people weren't even that good.
Yeah.
But, like, part of that's just me being salty. But part of it is just, like, honestly feeling like I definitely should have made it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've just been practicing since then in high school. So by freshman year, I was just ready to go.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't even it was a little bit of nerves, obviously, just performance nerves, but I was just ready. Just wanted to do it.
How many times did you perform at King? Because I know it was a couple times.
All together,
Yeah.
maybe 50. That might sound exaggerated, but I'd probably say 50, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, between the first freshman year, and then we had all those, it was, 4 semesters? Or no, 4 years total?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in and out, yeah.
All at the Little Theater, but I remember there was...
not all there, no.
Yeah.
Cougars Den, Little Theater.
That's right.
Where's the other spots?
There was also that spot outside that I saw you perform at, right outside of New Fresh. They set up that little elevated stage. I remember you performing there too.
We did a
Yeah.
couple of those.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's say all together between Cougars Den, Little Theater, that stage. Oh, what's that? There's like a room where the police station is. Oh, where they had homecoming.
In Downs Hall?
Downs Hall, yeah.
Downs Hall.
I did a couple in there, actually. A couple
Okay.
performances. Poetry and raps, too. So, yeah.
You
45, 50, roughly.
That's awesome. Way to get the experience in there, man.
Yeah, honestly, it's just experience. Because
Yeah.
the crowds weren't amazing. That's not, an indictment of the crowds. It's just, either there's not that many people or people are there to kind of just relax, chill.
Yeah.
Cougars saying, people are just there to get shrimp dumplings and go home.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
some work, But it's still fun, It just
Yeah.
really helped me hone my craft more.
For sure. So when would you say? Well, not when would you say. So past Kane, like where was your first show? Past the Kane performances.
Like after Kane or like?
It doesn't have to be after Kane. Like just outside of Kane.
So, a couple of my friends found me some spots in Jersey City. So for, I guess, a while, a lot of people thought I was a Jersey City artist because a lot of the shows I would do were based in or around Jersey City.
Okay.
Like I did some at the Light Rail Cafe. Then there was the Lighthouse Tavern I had an open mic at. Let's see where else. there's like the spot called the Hive in Jersey City. So it was like consistently Jersey City just because that was right by Kane. So it was really easy to get there. Just take a couple lifts, Uber maybe, and I would just be over there performing. And after Kane, there's shout out to Dinnerland. They're amazing. They're a collective, and they've been hosting these open mics called Sound Series. Like they were hosting it religiously on Thursdays. So I think they took a small hiatus just to regroup, rebrand, and come out even better than ever. But I went there a lot just to hone my craft because there's a lot of talented rappers. And the best thing about just music, especially hip hop, is competition can bring new life to you. Like it can excite you,
for sure,
make you feel alive, and make you want to get better, which is the main part of it. So a lot of what happened at Sound Series helped me get a lot better, and just helped me see that there's so much more talent. And everyone there is just like very welcoming and excited to see just a variety of artists.
For sure.
So Sound Series helped me out a lot. Performed at Coffee Shop in Roselle a couple times. Not a bad spot, but mainly New York. I like New York a lot, so I'm trying to find a lot more shows there, especially like in the Brooklyn area.
Yeah. Okay.
Places that just embrace hip hop always, no matter what,
Definitely. Yeah. All right.
I couldn't even imagine like performing like once, like for anything. Like me personally, so. I'm always so nervous. Like
it's like those jitterbugs you get right beforehand, But it's weird because when you're on stage, you don't have them anymore, and you're in the moment there. You're like, it's game on. You know what I mean?
Game on, or go home.
Yeah, exactly. So besides performing at Kane and all these other places in Jersey City, like how else did you try to get your name out there? Were you like one of those people who were like handing out like the CDs to like people at Kane or something like that? Like here's a couple of my tracks, or was it like social media based?
Social media based mainly.
Yeah. Just
filming, making sure I get videos of every performance I do in or around Kane. Meat Locker in Montclair is another spot. I performed at a couple times. I just thought about it now. But yeah, just a lot of social media promoting, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook here and there. But I mean, that's the biggest thing, especially in this day and age. Like a social media presence is crucial. Even if you don't want to be on social media, you have to be now.
Yeah.
As someone who's trying to make a name or make money off your brand, you have to be on there.
For sure. Yeah. Some of the raps that I don't even hear a beat to sometimes on your Instagram, are those just raps that just came up in your head like that day, or is that from certain songs?
Oh, like freestyles I do?
Yeah, like the freestyles. Yeah.
I just sit in my car. I don't know. I just started to do that because I was trying to think of a way to keep people entertained on my page when I couldn't really think of other ways just to like post new music because I didn't have too much new music coming out.
Yeah.
Because when I'm working on albums, I don't really release a lot of intermittent singles or EPs or things like that. So I just wanted to think of something to just keep people active and entertained on my page. So then and also to kill two birds with one stone, I wanted to get better at freestyling. Because like, when I do go up to like Hot 97 or 105.1, whatever it may be, they're gonna ask me to freestyle, and that's not something you could just shy away from.
Yeah, right.
And I don't want to shy away from it because I know I can do it. So that helped me get better at freestyling, and now I just enjoy it. Like I used to actually get nervous. Like I used to just stutter a lot and get really nervous and get like stage fright when people would ask me to freestyle. And now I'm just like, all right, cool. Like it really isn't meant to be anything that's crazy. That of course it's supposed to sound cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, it has to sound authentic too.
Of course.
So yeah, I mean, when I freestyle, I just make sure no phones on me except the one I'm recording.
Yeah. No
lyrics on it. It's just whatever's coming off the top of my head, to the best of my ability.
You were saying a little bit before, people have asked you to freestyle like live, like
not live, just when people find out, oh, you're a rapper, rap something for me.
Oh yeah, okay.
That
typical thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Have you ever freestyled at all on stage?
On stage? Well, at the Sound Series open mics, they used to end every show with a freestyle. But I mean, it's just us rappers, so we're all just freestyling. But as far as like a huge crowd, not yet. But I'd be down to.
Yeah.
Just to like get people pumped up.
For sure.
Real quick, how do you still release freestyles like on your page? You said.
Yeah.
How often do you do that?
I used to do it. What I was trying to stick with was every Monday and or Wednesday, which I was doing religiously for about a couple months. But then I slowed down a little bit just because I got lazy, and that's on me. But the last one I did, I think, was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like that's such like a cool thing to do, to just post up your freestyles and like do it like a bi-weekly, I guess, and I guess people can really see what you're made of,
Appreciate that.
And you show them. I'm gonna definitely find out. I haven't listened to anything yet. I'm definitely going to.
I'll definitely hook it up. I'll show you his page and everything. Yeah. Cool. So what's next for you as far as making music? What's like the next? Yeah, what's like the next big project that's like in the back of your head right now? Is like, all right, I think I want to start working on this next.
Let's see.
Or is it like disclosed? You don't wanna reveal it necessarily.
I won't reveal it yet, but I do have ideas for it. But I want to take my time. A friend of mine reminded me that everything I release should be groundbreaking, and no matter how long it takes, you should just don't worry about what people say, or if you lose fans because you took too long, then oh well, because the real fans are gonna stick with you. So, and to take heed to his advice, I'm just gonna really take my time on the next project. And this one just came out, and I've barely been promoting it. So, a lot of what I want to do now is visual representation. So, music videos, T-shirts, performing, podcasts, just interviews, just really just, I guess, getting my name out there and just getting more people to listen to it, and just really just a lot of more just face-to-face interaction and just showing people just my music. Yeah. And then in, I guess coinciding with just showing people me too. So just like a lot of more visual presence.
Have you had any T-shirt designs that you've been thinking of or been drawing up yourself?
I have a couple. I have one that's just my artist name and like some cool like a watermark basically.
Okay, yeah.
That I might just put on a couple T-shirts, a couple different colors. So I just want to start with that. If those start to actually gain traction, then I'll just come up with a couple more brands. But I have to remake a couple stickers I had. So yeah, just branding. I guess like merchandise is the biggest thing now. I know because people can put it on a T-shirt, then that's great.
Yeah.
And then that's obvious, marketing. People see that, oh, that looks cool. Let me go get one of those.
Yeah, right. So it's all about that merch.
Exactly.
All about that merch. I'm just noticing the shirt you got on now. You got my boy Galactus on there. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
We're going to talk about that after.
Yeah. All right, so those were the main questions that I had for you. Now I'm gonna do a little speed round question that I purposely didn't show you because I wanted to be on the spot 5-second questions. Ooh. So let's get right into it. Number 1, favorite rapper of all time.
Ah, damn, that's tough. Kanye West.
Kanye West. All right, one's got to go. Kanye West or J. Cole?
J. Cole.
All right, let's make it more interesting because you said Kanye was your favorite. J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, more versatility.
I agree with you on that. Favorite live performance that you've attended?
Ooh, I've seen Mick Jenkins twice. It's one of my favorite artists alive. I just saw Hiatus Coyote and I just saw Bon Iver all this year. Favorite live performance? That's tough. I think Bon Iver because I was really excited to see them and their music. Like when I first heard their music, one time I got really stoned in college, and I put on their music. First time I ever heard it, I was like almost crying. I shed a couple tears. I was like, wow, this is beautiful.
Nice. So
to see them live from 2016 and finally getting to see them in 2019 was crazy.
That's awesome.
So yeah, their show was amazing, and I was close, right in the Barclays Center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. And the last one, if you were to perform at any concert or festival, where would it be?
Any concert or festival? I'm trying to think of like a really big one.
Yeah.
What's bigger than Coachella?
Right. Is Burning Man still a thing?
No.
I love how
I don't think it's a concert.
I was literally thinking Burning Man too. I don't even know what Burning Man is.
I don't know. I don't think there's much bigger than Coachella.
Yeah.
Rolling Loud's I would definitely do Rolling Loud too. A lot of people come out to those.
Yeah. All right. Rolling Loud is Wiz's festival, right?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know who the main administrator is, if that's the right word. But I know
think
Wiz
it is
part
Wiz.
Of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or at least he has a big influence to it.
Definitely,
for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's called Rolling Loud,
yeah,
so,
like, he's got to be part of it somehow.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that'll do it for the speed round questions. Let's talk a little bit about some movies. As I was saying before, you're big with movies just like me. What's your go-to genre when it comes to movies?
Sci-fi, I'd have to say. Sci-fi or action.
Okay. Do you have like a specific one in mind that's like a go-to watching one?
Oh, The Matrix. That's my number one favorite movie ever.
Yeah. Okay.
Freaking brother, Frank.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. That's funny that you said that because he just watched The Matrix and he loved it, right?
Oh man, yeah. I had just watched The Matrix for the first time. Like I actually didn't finish the third movie. That franchise was mind blowing to me.
And they're making a new one.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So
I'm excited.
I stopped listening after my phone went all crazy. Did you mention Star Wars in there?
Oh, not yet. Yeah, just The Matrix first. I like Star Wars. I started to realize the importance of the first three, even though they were bad. But they weren't I don't think they were bad because of the actors. I think they were bad because of the writing. I think the writing kind of really made those three tank. The third one was cool though. I like the third one a lot.
I like the third one too. Yeah.
That's the one thing. Like the first two, I don't like how Qui-Gon died. I like Qui-Gon a lot. Second one was just kind of all right, a lot of dragging on with the romance. But the third one was really good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that romance was bad, huh?
Yeah, man. Episode 2 was slow.
Oh my
Super
god.
slow.
They're I don't know. I want to say they made up for it a little bit with some of the scenes they had, but especially seeing Yoda in action towards the end of the movie, oh my god.
But yeah, third one was cool.
What about the Marvel or DC movies?
I like both for the most part. Trying to cut Zack some slack, but
yeah,
it's hard because Justice League was weak. But I guess that's Joss Whedon's fault. Because I found out today that there was just there's always just circling news. It's this Bigfoot exists. Snyder cut.
Yeah,
this whole thing. So it does exist. And apparently it's 3.5 hours. And I really want to see it because from the notes I've seen, it said that Darkseid comes down, Justice League gets beat up, they lose. So then there's a second part where they all come together and beat Darkseid. Yeah, I would have loved to see that because I know Zack Snyder loves just dark films. That's been his MO since he started. Watchmen, dark. Yeah, and that's why it was so. I think that's why his representation of Watchmen was so on point. That's a dark graphic novel. It's some really dark, heavy themes in that. Which he loves dark, heavy themes. He loves slow motion.
Oh,
to a fault.
Yeah.
But that was great. Man of Steel, people hate on that. I like Man of Steel a lot.
I love Man of Steel, dude.
I just don't feel like the ending was stupid because I think if anything, I would have preferred a loophole where he came up with a new power than to kill Zod in front of a family and a little kid. I'm there's I get he has to learn the power of he has to understand life and death. Yeah. But to kill someone in the first year of your job, any other job, you're getting fired or going to jail. Yeah. So because you're Superman, all of a sudden you get to kill someone in the first year of your job. That doesn't matter. I don't know, it threw me off a little. But that movie's amazing. BVS would have been cool had Jesse Eisenberg not been the Joker with daddy issues. Yeah, dude. And Doomsday didn't look like an overgrown Ninja Turtle.
Bro, you are on point right now.
It was just
you're on point with
whole thing. Why is Lex so jittery?
Yeah, that was weird.
People hate it. Yeah,
that casting was so strange to me.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen
no.
Wait, no, I have seen.
Batman vs Superman?
No, Batman vs Superman I have not seen. No.
I don't know if it was just he was just trying to be too nerdy or something. I don't know
weird.
What it was with that.
Super jumpy. Lex is a very calculated, slow pacing individual.
Yeah, calm, smooth guy.
Yeah. And he's this jittery dude with this hair that I didn't understand. They were going for what Kevin Spacey did, but younger and way less couth about it.
Yeah, right.
So that threw me off. Of course, I liked Henry Cavill. Yeah. I loved Ben Affleck. I thought he killed that role.
He's a great Batman. He is a great one.
I would have loved to have seen his movie, too. I'm really sad that didn't work out. But...
you played the Arkham games?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what his movie was supposed to be. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what he scripted it as. Deathstroke was going to be involved, and I'm pretty sure it was just going to deal with a whole bunch of Batman villains, either in Arkham Asylum or just in Gotham in general, them teaming up. I feel like that's what it was supposed to be, and I would have loved to seen it too. Yeah. But going back to what you were saying about, cutting Zack some slack and whatnot, I do think Warner Brothers themselves tried to take too much creative control over it. Yeah. And you know what? Just finish the ride. Why? Zack Snyder left because of family matters, but I think there was more to it as well.
Oh, of course, yeah. A lot of politics.
Yeah, and he should have just finished his vision. Because I agree with you, and everyone agrees. We all want to see this Snyder cut. Yeah, and yeah, I absolutely agree with you.
So is it bogged under Warner Brothers? Do they have control of it? Is that what it is?
So, I mean, Warner Brothers owns it. So I think what they were freaking out about was that it has to be as successful as Marvel. You know what I mean?
Like, see, that's stupid.
Exactly. And
they're nowhere close to that.
Nowhere close to it. And, you know, it's almost like you saw them trying so hard to, like, create different storylines, you know, like, through a one movie. Like, Batman v Superman was a monster of a movie. Like, there are so many storylines that was supposed to continue after that movie. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I don't know, man. I wish, I kind of hope they reboot the whole DC connected universe.
Yeah.
Except leave Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam in there. Reboot Superman. Actually, no. I want Superman. I want Henry Cavill back.
I like Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I want him back too.
Yeah.
Let him play Witcher for a little bit.
Well, I think he wants to, yeah.
Yeah.
And he said he's not leaving. He's not giving up the cape and cowl, so that's good.
Yeah, that's right. And unfortunately, Ben Affleck isn't coming back. We're getting Robert Pattinson, which
I'm excited for that.
I am excited for that too.
I like Matt Reeves.
Yes,
his Apes movies are crazy.
Planet of the Apes were awesome.
Oh man,
those last two are beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking
I
of,
trust him.
Have you heard news about Planet of the Apes?
No.
So Disney owns all the Fox properties now.
Ooh.
And they are moving forward with a new Planet of the Apes. Not confirmed if it's a continuation or a reboot, but it's going to be with the director of Maze Runner. And I'm a little shaky on it.
Who's the director of Maze Runner?
I forgot his name. I could look it up right now.
I thought the first one was good. The Maze Runner, that is.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the other two. Or actually, I didn't see any of them. I started reading the book. I tried to finish it before the movie came out, but that was like my freshman year of college. So I was like, yeah, let me... Oh, well.
Wes Ball is his name.
Oh, I've heard of him.
Oh, you have heard of him? Yeah, I haven't heard of him at all.
But see, that's what happens. Like when they start switching directors, that's when the vision falls off.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, when Joss Whedon jumped on Justice League, I read something like there was like 80 pages worth of rewrites to the story.
Oh, that's terrible.
Terrible.
And you could feel it in the film. There was like
Oh
random
my
like
God.
energy shifts.
Yeah.
And you just like, it was like it would go from really light to like really dark.
Yeah.
And then like a blend of colorful but still dark. And then like there were just a lot of moments where I felt like the tone was off because it seemed like someone trying to white out over someone else's work, basically. And you could feel it, like in Justice League, definitely.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I did see Justice League. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
It's a popcorn film.
It was popcorn film for sure. It was all right.
Cyborg in that movie was great.
He was pretty cool. I actually think he was one of the better parts of that movie, to be honest with you. When I first saw it, I thought that. Yeah.
He was cringy to me.
You know.
Oh, cringy. I thought you said crazy.
No, yeah, like, I don't know. He was like very broody, like very complaining and nagging about his powers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like you're still alive. Like you supposedly died. Your dad brought you back to life with this alien technology.
Right.
You can fly. You have access to all the world's technology and information, like just like in the palm of your thoughts. Basically.
Yeah, like you got something more than being this star football player now.
Exactly.
You know?
Like you're way more powerful and you have way more abilities, but way more responsibilities as well.
Yes.
And it was kind of like the whole movie was nagging about that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why? Like most of the cyborgs we've ever seen have never been like that.
No.
So
it's
like
always
this,
booyah, yeah! Like mad excited with it.
Like even that's like a little cheesy at times, but like I wanted something a little bit higher. So then when he hit the booyah at the end, it felt like a very hipster booyah, and I was like,
yeah, that's
you
right.
just do that in there just to do it, and it's just cheesy.
Yeah.
But he looked okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Aquaman saved the film, I think.
I was about to say, I mean, Aquaman, dude. I love Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I wish. Oh my God. Game of Thrones spoilers. You watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, of course.
All right, we're not gonna get into that. We don't talk about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we don't talk about it anymore.
We can't talk about the 8th season.
Anyways, the only thing I will say is I wish Jason Momoa was there the whole time because he was great in Game of Thrones. I feel like he's great in every film he's in.
He is good,
He has any bad roles. I haven't seen The Bad Batch, but everything else I've seen him in, I liked him in.
I heard the only shaky thing that he's in now is C from Apple TV or Apple Plus.
I heard that was good though.
Oh, did you? You see, I heard the opposite.
You heard it was bad?
Yeah, I heard like not bad, but like mixed to low reviews on it kind of deal. But yeah, there's that other show that he's in though.
Frontier.
Yes, on Netflix, and that looks very good. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet, but that does look very good as well. Yeah. What are your thoughts on the Marvel ones?
In general?
Yeah.
Oh, Marvel's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't really had any like missteps.
Mm-hmm.
Gee,
Are you more of a DC guy or a Marvel guy?
More Marvel. I like how DC's dark though.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
I was gonna say My guess was that you were a DC guy.
Really?
From you talking. Even though you were wearing a Galactus shirt.
Oh no, I'm Marvel. Like I think the first when I moved over to New Jersey, I watched a lot of my stepdad's like old school Marvel shows. So like I think the '60s Spider-Man cartoon, like the '60s Iron Man cartoon, and like I fell in love with them. And then he had like a whole comic book collection that sadly he lost from, I think it was Hurricane Irene. Our whole basement flooded, so he lost about like 99% of those comic books.
Oh man,
I didn't even get to read all of them. It sucked.
Damn.
But like Marvel was the biggest thing. Like I used to buy those action figures that would come in like this pack. Like that's super hard. You know, like those packs of things, like things are packaged away. It's like super hard to like open up. You have to get like a scissor and like rip it. Yeah, so I used to buy those. They had a comic book. They had a figure in there, a stand for the figure to go on, and a comic book in like the whole package of the game of the figure. So I used to buy like a ton of those. I still have some of those, like Punisher, Captain America, Wolverine.
Those are pretty cool collectibles.
Yeah, man. I'm mad I took them out the box, but it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I've always been Marvel. Like since the first Marvel movie I remember seeing in theaters, I believe was Hulk.
Okay.
Trash as it was still cool to see it.
Yeah. I remember seeing, actually, Hulk is the only MCU film I haven't seen in theaters. I saw every single other one after that.
Wait,
and I saw Iron Man in theaters as well.
Well, no. I mean Hulk, like 2003.
Oh, that one was bad.
Yeah,
that's
what
bad.
I mean. No, Edward Norton was good. That was good.
That one was all right.
The Ang Lee one, where they tried to make it seem like his past childhood trauma was the reason he turned into the Hulk. No, I didn't like that at all. No.
Not good.
And then Daredevil, I remember watching that when I was a kid. I thought it was good, but now I'm looking back, I'm like, oh, okay.
Just didn't age well.
I was a child. It's fine.
Remember we were watching some of the '70s Spider-Man. Were you there? We were watching '70s Spider-Man.
I think I was there. Yeah.
I loved it, honestly.
Wait, there's '70s. The one that's like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That one's cool. Mm-hmm. The one I didn't like was I think was it Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Yeah.
It just felt like cheesy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But then the '90s show was amazing.
Yes.
The '90s Spider-Man. Oh, love it. That
classic.
Who's your favorite superhero? You should have added that on.
Wolverine.
Wolverine?
It's my guy. I love the loner characters because I've always been like a kid who just kind of just chills by himself. Like Raphael, I loved him. And then red used to be my favorite color, so like Wolverine. Not like he never really wore red, but like Raphael definitely.
Yes.
Like the kind of like the loner superheroes I liked a lot.
Okay, yeah.
They still kind of had big hearts though. Mm-hmm. But like they weren't like like super like sensitive. They just kind of like they had like a harder shell.
I'm kind of on the same boat with you as that, like Batman. I mean Wolverine. He's gotten up there on my list, but he's not one of my favorites. I agree with you with Raphael. Raphael is my favorite Ninja Turtle ever. I'm trying to think who else is like that. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm with you on the same boat as far as like those loner kind of characters. Did you watch the trailer for Black Widow?
I did.
What'd you think?
I thought it was cool. I'm not blown away.
Yeah,
but it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm liking the white suit that she has for a little bit in that trailer. It looks pretty nice. It reminds me of like White Canary from Legends of Tomorrow. Have you ever watched a little bit of that?
I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah. It gave me that kind of vibe to it. Actually, not vibe, not a CW vibe, not a CW vibe, but
oh no,
never
that. There's another thing we don't talk about
here.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty good too. Meeting her I don't know if that's her real family or it's just like
her
family.
assassin family.
Yeah, right. But David Harbour's character, I thought made a splash in the trailer. He's like, yeah, still fits. He says like, and he's playing this Russian guy.
I love Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
She's Scarlett's sister.
Oh, okay. You see, she didn't.
Scarlett, Black Widow's sister.
What other movies has she been in?
Midsummer.
Okay.
She was in this miniseries on US. No, it's on AMC. It was a miniseries. I forgot the title of it, but she was on that too. It's like The Night something. No, I forgot what it was called. But she was on a miniseries on AMC, and then she did Midsummer horror movie. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
And now she has this. She was in a couple other things, but those are what I remember her for.
Okay, nice. Another trailer came out. I think this one was today, actually. 007, No Time to Die.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that one. It looks pretty good. I'm not a big James Bond fan to begin with that much. I love Skyfall. I haven't really seen a lot of the other ones, to be honest with you. But this one looks pretty good. The villain He's from that show.
Mr. Robot. My
yes,
guy, Rami
Mr.
Malek.
Robot. Yeah. And he played Freddie Mercury too, as well in Bohemian Rhapsody.
And he got an Oscar for it. I was so happy because I love him as an actor. Like, he's amazing.
Yeah, I've heard great things about him in every role that he's in. So I am excited for him as the villain in it. What are your overall thoughts of the trailer?
It looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I like how they're once again tying in everything from Spectre and then Skyfall, and then they might even be going farther back, but you never know. Like, I like how they are actually tying in and connecting everything now, connecting the whole world. So yeah, looks
I think
good.
it's appropriate that they do that too now, because this is Daniel Craig's last
his final
last
hurrah,
one.
right?
Yeah,
Finally, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
was
apparently
great, though.
Spectre was supposed to be his final one, but
That's what I heard,
he said no. Yeah, that's right. They had to put James Bond in the trailer. Like they just had to. You know, I thought that was a good part. And then the part where everyone was just shooting the car, and he's just seeing all the bullets like crash into the car, and then he's like, "All right, my turn." Flips a switch, the lights come off, and the machine guns come out of the car.
Yeah, he just starts spinning, starts doing donuts. Yeah, I was like, okay, that's crazy. And he was just super calm and collected for that whole part. I was like, I like this. Typical Bond.
Yeah, for sure.
Like some Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
They got you, man. They gotta. I feel like the best thing about these films is they always up the ante somehow.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then you can feel it. That's why I felt like Casino Royale was amazing, and then Quantum of Solace kind of fell off. So then they like shot all the way up for Skyfall, and then Spectre was like good, but not like where Skyfall was. So I think this is gonna be like another top-notch Bond film.
As far as like the music genre and like the biopics that we've been seeing lately of all these artists and whatnot, have you like seen most of them? As far as like Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man.
I want to see Rocket Man still. See Bohemian Rhapsody. I saw Notorious about Biggie. I didn't see Tupac's film. I heard it was like really cheesy.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Let's see. I saw Straight Outta Compton, which I liked a lot.
I heard that was good. Yeah.
Let's see. That's basically it, I think, as far as music biopics go. I haven't seen Jimi Hendrix biopic. That was with Andre 3000. Great rapper, legend. I didn't see that. I heard that was okay. There hasn't been too many.
Yeah, there hasn't yet, but it's like an upcoming trend for sure. Bro, Rocket Man is phenomenal. I think you both should watch it.
You liked it?
Oh, I thought it was so good, dude. I saw the movie with my family. I wasn't really thinking anything of the film, and I came out loving it. The music was fantastic. They just executed it so well, and the actor,
Taron Egerton, he's really good.
He's very good as him, like very good, and he's a great actor in general too. I love the Kingsman movies.
Same,
yeah, they're sick. And the prequel of that is actually coming out this year. The King's Man, yeah. Which looks all right. I'm more excited for when Tager comes back and reprises the role, but yeah, pretty much what I got for that.
Yeah, man. What are you looking forward to as far as superhero films?
For this upcoming year, or just like in general? Like, all right. So Doctor Strange, I am so excited for. I am so excited for Doctor Strange. I'm excited to see Spider-Man because I want to see how they ended off with the Marvel and Sony relationship, because I think it is ending after this last Spider-Man MCU movie.
Damn.
Yeah.
I like Tom Holland a lot too.
But Tom Holland will stay as Spider-Man. It just technically won't be in the MCU anymore. But I'm excited to see like who Peter hands Tony's glasses off to, that type of thing. What happens with Happy Hogan and Pepper Potts' relationship? No, not Pepper Potts.
Tony's aunt,
Aunt May, like their relationship. Yeah.
Peter's.
Besides that, I'm trying to think. DC related, I am very looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984. I love the first Wonder Woman movie.
Is that next year?
That's coming out this year. Well, next year, yes. Yeah, 2020. Yeah. What else?
Is that all they have coming out next year?
And Harley Quinn.
Oh, that looks really good. Yeah, February.
Yeah, February. You like the trailer that came out for
Yeah, because I love Margot Robbie as
I do
Harley
too.
Quinn. I just think Suicide Squad was bad, but that's not her fault, obviously.
No, it's not. She was one of the better parts of it anyway.
Will Smith was okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she was definitely one of the better parts of that film.
Yeah.
And I think her with the other cast, they have a Black Canary, they have Huntress in there.
Yep.
I don't know if they have Zatanna in there, but
I don't think Zatanna. I think it's you were right about Huntress and
Black Canary.
Black Canary. and I think they have some like officer joining them too, just like a regular person. And then the villain is Black Mask, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, exactly.
He was in Dr. Sleep, which was a great film.
Oh, I heard that was very good. Yeah.
He was actually amazing, and I was surprised, like, because I only saw him in Star Wars and The Island, which was good.
Okay.
But he was great in Dr. Sleep. I didn't even think he had that range, but to think about it, in the prequels, Ewan McGregor was one of the better parts. Like, Obi-Wan was a great part.
I feel like he really was one of the better parts in those movies, because whenever I felt like a scene with friggin' Anakin and Padme would bring me down, Obi-Wan was right there, and he was just, I don't know, he was great. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's funny one-liners, decent master, I guess.
Yeah, decent master. Here and there.
Good guy, I heard they're reprising Ewan McGregor's role as Obi-Wan.
Yeah, they will be
Disney+.
in a Disney Plus series, yeah.
That to me, that's the world to me, because, I was young. I remember seeing the second movie in theaters with my cousin. I actually didn't see the whole movie in theaters. I got sick and had to leave, and I felt so bad. I honestly felt bad for my cousin because he missed that movie, but maybe I didn't feel that bad looking back upon it. Actually, we kind of watched half the movie and kind of didn't even get to see the second half, like the good part. So we really only watched the beginning of the Phantom Menace, of Attack of the Clones. That was bad.
Yeah, man. Tough film to get through.
Oh, man.
What about the horror genre? You guys watch horror?
Yeah, we the last episode we actually did was top 5 favorite horror movies. So on my list I had, this isn't in the right order, but I had Paranormal Activity 2 in there. I had the Saw trilogy, the original Halloween 1 and 2.
Hey, my guy.
What else did I have on there? I had Get Out as that newer horror movie, because the rest of them I had were like classics for the most part.
Okay.
And the last one I had was Insidious 1 and 2. Insidious was actually my number 1. And I love that movie. I love Insidious. Really? Yeah. What about you?
Let's see. Definitely Halloween, the OG.
Yeah.
1970. 1 and 2 were great. Horror movies, damn. I saw Insidious chapter. I feel like I saw, definitely in college, I saw the first 2 or 3 Insidiouses. I saw The Conjuring. That's what it was. I saw the first 2 Conjurings. I saw Insidious Part 3. I didn't see the first 2, which I know are classics.
Yeah.
Let's see. So definitely Halloween, first 2. I've seen like a whole bunch of horror movies. I think Dr. Sleep is really good. I like Us. Us was great.
Us was good, yeah.
Jordan Peele's second film. And just for like a new, like, different form of genre, of horror, more like psychological, I guess.
Yes.
Instead of just being, jump scares.
Yeah.
Dr. Sleep was great. As far as horror goes, I really love that. I feel like I've seen a lot more horror than I can really think of right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
There are.
A lot of them. Yeah.
But yeah, Halloween is like the biggest one for me. I just love it.
And you know what? Horror movies, they come out at any time of the year. They have this new one coming out,
They really
Black
do.
Christmas coming out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, those trailers look pretty good for
Oh
it.
my God,
You
there
know,
was like an Easter one a couple years ago.
I'm sure there was. Yeah,
Oh, It. The first It.
like the original,
Oh,
or
no, not Tim Curry.
Okay.
The one that just came out. The first
Yeah,
It.
yeah.
Part 1.
that was good. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Second one was okay. First one was really good, though.
Yeah. Last night for the $5 movie nights, I saw Queen and Slim.
Oh, yes. I just saw that on Thanksgiving, bro. It's crazy.
It was such a good movie, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was so freaking good. I love that actor. That's also from Get Out.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah.
Kaluuya.
I think he's great, and the woman played a magnificent role too. I thought
She
it
was
was
great.
so good.
Yeah, I think that was her first leading role, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
They really had good chemistry. I love their dynamic, like, and how it was very modern, like how the whole relationship was based on like a Tinder
Yep.
meetup, and
Yep.
then like seeing where it went from a Tinder meetup to the whole explosion of everything being on social media,
Yeah.
and all over the news, all over the nation.
Yeah.
Like it felt like a scenario that could have just happened yesterday.
Absolutely.
So it was really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. I'm glad you saw it too. Like, I
Yeah,
thought it was
man.
such a good movie.
I've been trying to keep up on all my Oscar films because Oscars always come around, and I hate award shows because they never like validate the people that really deserve it. But like I always try to see all of the films. I've never done it successfully. But there's always like 12 films that will get nominated for like either Best Picture or like just the main. There's always like a main 10 or 12 that get all the awards.
Yeah.
So like let's see. I know The Good Liar is going to be part of it. Queen and Slim, hopefully. And then, do you know like what the cutoff is? Like, because I know like if a film comes out late in the year, then it may not make that cutoff.
I don't know when the cutoff is, but for some reason I feel like it passed already, because there are some movies that were advertising. It would say for your consideration on either a poster or a trailer, and it'll say for your consideration as an Oscar nominee. So I've been seeing stuff like that pop up for like Joker. I'm trying to think what other movies.
Joker was great too.
Yeah, Joker was phenomenal.
Still gotta see that.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that'll be coming out soon actually in HD. So that'll be good to see again. I forgot what other movies that had that for your consideration on it for, but
it was around like October, like late fall.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so that might be the cutoff then.
And I could be wrong, but yeah, I'm not sure.
But Joker definitely, that's easy.
Yeah,
I think Joaquin should win an Oscar for that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I keep hearing so much things about that movie, and I haven't gotten spoiled or anything, and I'm probably just gonna watch it at home at this point.
Oh man, I would go see it in theaters if it re-releases.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get the whole feel of it. I saw it twice in theaters.
Me too. Yeah, it's DC's best success so far right now. As far as money wise, box office wise, it smashed the records for that. It passed The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises, I'm pretty sure. I think that was one of their top contenders for it.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe not. It might have been Aquaman. Aquaman made a big splash too.
That did. I was really surprised.
No pun
No pun
intended.
intended. Yeah. I was like, nice. I see what you did there.
But yeah, it broke so many records, and I'm excited to see what other black label DC movies they make as far as Batman villains.
And they weren't expecting it too. Like they were like, oh, everyone was saying, oh, it's a one-off. Oh, this will be the only one, and then it blew up. Now they're like, oh, let's make a sequel.
Yeah, right. There's definitely talks of it. I don't know if there's anything official yet, but they've definitely had to have been talking about it to see where they could go with
this
it.
like result.
Yeah,
that people not only loved it, but I mean the fact that it made all that money, people definitely would go see a sequel.
Yeah,
especially with the way they left it open.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say.
It's always so interesting to see like an actor's portrayal of the Joker, and I obviously go off, I guess, the Heath Ledger portrayal.
Right.
Rest in peace, great guy.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really just I haven't seen Suicide Squad. Like I can't even give like an opinion on Jared Leto Joker. And I know Frankie's like...
You'll be alright without it.
Yeah,
I was going to say the same thing, but at the same time, maybe still say it and just see what you think, how he did it. I'll tell you one thing. They didn't give him a lot of time to prove himself as Joker. I'll say that. He was barely on screen. And they made it seem, when they were promoting the movie, they made it seem like he was going to be a bigger part of it than he actually was. You know?
Yeah, because it's a Joker. Of course, we're gonna hype him up and
not
put him in at
of
all.
Of course,
we should have saw it coming.
I mean, they had to hype it up. He was literally the first Joker after Heath Ledger. Like, you gotta at least hype it up.
And he had big shoes to fill too, so I don't think it was fair on him.
Yeah,
but still, like,
after seeing Joker, it's like maybe he could have done a little bit better in the role.
Definitely. It's not all DC, but it's not only DC.
Yeah.
He's gotta be pissed, Jared Leto.
Oh, he is. He's
gotta be pissed.
He's pissed that Warner Brothers screwed him over because he was promised solo films. Like, I don't know why they would make a solo film with Jared Leto Joker.
He's probably still getting psychological effects from playing the Joker, dude, from basically going crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's the wonder of the role, too, how there's been so many iterations of it, because there's so many iterations in the comic books.
Yeah.
Like, there's Cesar Romero, there's Jack Nicholson, there's Heath, there's Jared, there's now Joaquin, and there'll be more. Because times always change, Joker changes, there's so much source material to go off.
Yeah.
Like how there's so many different versions of Batman. There's Frank Miller's version, there's... just a ton of them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of Bob Kane. Like,
right.
Joke. Like, there's so many. So, I mean, there's always going to be a new iteration, but it's just kind of important to give each one their own respects. I mean, Jared Leto's maybe, you don't have to give, like, the world of respect to. But, I mean, looking at, like, the Paramounts of Joker cinema, like, definitely Jack Nicholson was first. I mean, Cesar Romero was good. The Batman show was cool. Campy as it was still, like, it set the pace for what Batman could be, or like how it can get the whole world paying attention to superheroes.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, as far as like Jack elevated it a lot, Heath Ledger brought it to the moon, and then Joaquin is right around the moon area. But even those two, Ledger and Joaquin, like Phoenix, is hard to compare because they're different.
Very different.
They paid homage to Ledger's Joker in the film at times. That's all I'll say for you, or anyone who hasn't seen it yet. But I mean, it's still different.
Yeah.
But that's what made Phoenix's portrayal of the Joker amazing, because it was still amazing in its own right.
Yeah, very original.
You know, very original. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of them didn't feel copied. It had inspirations from, say, like the '60s Joker as far as color schemes, maybe. But and that's not a spoiler. You can see that online. But other than that, just completely original.
Who would you say was the better Joker?
See, that I can't, man.
You can't see.
But no, I love Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Like, I just love, like, there's so many quotables in that film. Like,
Yeah.
I love even, like, because I love doing voice impersonation. So,
Me
like,
too.
the interrogation scene, that's one of the most, first of all, it's one of the most iconic scenes in film history.
Yeah.
But then that's obviously one of the, like, definitely the most powerful scene in that
Oh
film.
my God,
As
yeah.
far as just, like, the dichotomy of seeing these characters, two sides of the same coins, having this conversation. It's like, it was crazy.
I'm on the Heath Ledger train, even though I thought Joaquin did an amazing job. And I only say that because Heath Ledger had the attitude, the gestures, and just the overall criminal mastermind aspect of Joker that we didn't really see Joaquin have that much. But yeah, that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say about it.
Honestly,
but yeah,
I think-
Heath Ledger for sure. Yeah.
Usually when I'm on here, I get spoiled to hell with everything.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I hate being a spoiler. I'll be anything in the world, but, you know, a spoiler.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was I think why Heath was so great, because he really captured the whole essence of the Joker, just like gritty, very dark, not afraid to kill people, not afraid to do things to get his way, but also just having fun. A lot of times, like when he blew up the hospital, like he was having fun.
Yeah.
Like he really could have killed people if the hospital wasn't empty. Wouldn't have mind.
Yeah.
But still would have had fun regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I mean, he was having fun when he was getting the shit beat out of him from Batman.
exactly.
You know, like
yeah, just
punch
laughing all the
after
way
punch,
through.
he's just laughing. Like it's crazy. He was great.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So we could get into our closing thoughts, I think. So, yeah, that's all my closing thoughts. I think.
Let's see.
I would say that Marvel might have peaked.
Damn, you think so?
I think they might have peaked, and now they're just cruising now. As far as DC, I think they're on a rise because
Yeah.
their past 3 movies have been pretty good.
Wait,
But-
3?
Yeah, Aquaman, Shazam. Oh wait, maybe it is only 2. It is only 2.
You can count Shazam if you want. I don't know about me.
Oh, you didn't watch it, or
It was okay.
okay?
It felt too like kiddie for me, and
It
I
was-
guess that's the essence of his character. But I was still like, I'll pass.
Yeah. And we're back.
But yeah, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just
Yeah.
as far as like a quality DC film. I mean, you know, because that's like we can say the same thing about Justice League. Like that wasn't the film that DC like we could put that in headlines as their top-notch films. I definitely wouldn't put Shazam or Justice League in their top-notch. I would put Wonder Woman, Aquaman. What's the last thing they did? Joker.
Yep, Joker. Yeah, right.
Right. Like I would put those up there. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I mean, still they have Titans. They're working on
Yeah,
the Harley Quinn animated show. Looks pretty cool.
that looks so good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah. The trailers that I've been seeing for it looks pretty good. But I don't know if I'm gonna get DC Universe. I might try to like find that somewhere else. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think they have a lot of room for improvement and like a big window of opportunity, like
Yeah.
you said, because Marvel they are going to coast because a lot of their films are coming out in a couple years or 3 years, you know.
Yeah.
And I think now they really need to plan so they don't hit like a brick wall like DC did. But
Yeah.
DC only hit a brick wall because there was just a lot of delays and a lot of really just bad planning.
Yeah.
But Marvel, like clearly you can see Kevin Feige has had like this whole mastermind of a 20-year layout.
Yeah.
So I think we're now going to see, like, I'm sure he didn't think, oh, we're going to do all these movies for Endgame, and, you know, that's all, folks.
Oh, no,
I
right.
doubt it, you know.
Yeah,
like,
there's definitely a plan.
gotta
Definitely a
have
plan.
a lot of cards up his sleeve still.
Yeah, for sure. What I meant by peaked, actually, yeah, I do think they might have peaked now, but I don't think there's ever going to be a as much of a high scale thing like Endgame or Infinity War.
My guy, bro.
Well, there is Galactus. That's probably the real
Fantastic
Endgame.
Four, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Secret Wars, man.
You're right.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
They can do so much,
They
man.
can do so much. with
Namor.
so many characters.
Yeah, right, which I heard is going to be in the next Black Panther, yeah.
Or they're thinking Doom now, too.
Yeah, that's right. I saw reports of that, too.
There's so much now, because they got the main heroes out the way.
Yeah.
So now they have this deep reserve of, like, B-list, or not even B-list, but, like, second-tier characters that don't get a lot of shine. Mm-hmm. And just tap into, like, diversity. Like, they have Shang-Chi now.
Yeah.
Like, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like, more, like, say, Asian actors, more black actors, more, like, Hispanic actors or actresses, like, just branch out now.
Right, the females now, too, with Captain Marvel as well. And Black Widow, yeah.
They should just branch out as much as they can.
Yeah.
Just appeal to everybody, because that'll be the best way to keep your, the excitement going.
For sure. Yeah. All right. I think that'll do it for us for this episode. I want to thank you so much for being here today. It was great having you.
Hey, thanks for having me. I had fun.
No problem. And, anytime you want to come back on to talk movies, you're more than welcome. You know what you're talking about, my man.
Hey, thank you.
No problem. I want to thank my cameraman, Joe Cartelli, as well. And make sure to follow Arte Magnus on Instagram, Twitter. You're on Facebook as well?
Yes, sir.
And also look him up on Spotify. Are you on SoundCloud?
Yes, sir. It's AM95. Basically everywhere. If you type in AM95 on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you'll find me. Instagram is specifically AM95 Music. AM95 Music, exactly how it sounds. My music, Navigation. My artist name, ARTEMAGNUS. You find it everywhere on my social media. So check it out. Let me know what you think personally. Show your friends, family, even your grandma. She might find something on there she likes, because I don't curse too much, so I think she'll like it.
Nice. All right. And if you like this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And also follow us on Instagram at Podcast with Frank, where we'll keep on putting up clips from highlights that we have from our episodes. So that'll do it for us. We will see you next time. Peace out.
Underdog with an underbite, lost my mind tonight. Use my wrongs to write a melody for the whole world to recite. Pushing through to see it true. Give a fuck about a pitfall. Got no time to stall.
We just want it all.
We deserve the ball.
It's our shot to call.
All in no withdrawal.
Got no time to stop.
We just want it all.
We deserve to ball.
It's our shot to call.
All in no withdrawal.
We just want it. Come up getting faster. Don't you ever doubt a second of the organized disaster. Overdrive in a life we don't get to rewind. Patience on a heavy decline. You don't get to recline if you really want shine. And a kid got fall with a teeny bit of guidance where he reside. Jekyll and Hyde about to see eye to eye when a compete fine. Challengers are nothing to dodge. Whipping a hoopty while shooting for stars. Scoop me a cutie if she like the bars. Not talking about Xannies, y'all took it too far. Constantly pushing my limits to never give you what you want. Only feed you what you need. No need to doubt at the front. Get your ass up and believe. Black sheep in my